What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. Let's not waste a minute. Let's not dance around it. Let's get right into it. OutKast has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and there is no group that is more deserving. Now, I've seen them live, not once, not twice, but 3 times. In Albany, Georgia, while I was in the Marine Corps, in Wilmington, North Carolina with Method Man, and at the very first Hot 97 birthday bash. I've been there, I've witnessed them, but this is not about me. This is about 2 men who created something that transcended Atlanta, transcended hip-hop, and eventually transcended the genre. OutKast is the greatest group of all time, not named Run DMC. And I say that with respect, because Run DMC opened so many doors, but OutKast built a whole damn universe inside.
Let's start with the facts.
OutKast didn't just make albums, they made time capsules. They made soundtracks to black creativity. Southern playalistic Cadillac music put the South on the map with soul, bounce, and hunger. ATLiens brought mysticism, introspection, and outer space. But then came the one, the album that changed everything, the one that made me say, this group is different. Aquemini. This is my favorite OutKast album of all time because it's not just an album, it's an experience. It's jazz, it's funk, and spiritual evolution all wrapped into one. You listen to that album and you realize they were not just rappers anymore. They were architects of sound. And my favorite track of all time from OutKast is Elevators. This was the first time I heard a song in hip hop where it didn't feel like they were trying to impress you. They were just telling you their truth. The beat was minimal, the lyrics were conversational, and the delivery was almost hypnotic. That record spoke to something deeper in the culture. It wasn't about chains, it wasn't about clout, it was about growth, loneliness, and evolution. Now fast forward to Stankonia. That was a world tour. That was where they exploded. But the Hall of Fame conversation, the moment they became undeniable, that came with the double album, Speakerboxxx, The Love Below. When that project dropped, you could not ignore them anymore. You can call them weird, but now you had to call them great. Big Boi gave you beats, balls, and southern swing, and André gave you melody, fearlessness, and genre-bending genius. It was 2 worlds, 1 vision, and a masterpiece. They won Album of the Year at the Grammys, and not Rap Album of the Year, Album of the Year. Do you know how rare that is in hip-hop? Do you know what kind of artistic command you have to have in order to pull that off? That album, that one, is what made me say, okay, they've passed every test. Legacy, cemented. Innovation, pioneered. Mainstream success, achieved without compromise. That's when I said to myself, they're going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not maybe, not hopefully.
Definitely.
But you don't measure OutKast by sales. You measure them by imagination, by artistic courage. They were not chasing the crown. They were building a castle no one else could live in. And here's the truth, OutKast ain't for everyone. They're for the dreamers. They're for the ones who see the game different. That's why people love them. And in closing, I just want to say salute to OutKast, Big Boi, and André. If they never make another album again, they have cemented their place as the greatest rap group of all time, in my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe, Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.